What is an outsider artist? Come with us as we explore this and many other questions at the 2018 Outsider Art Fest. This is Artifications. Yo. For 26 years, the Outsider Art Fair has created opportunities for artists and galleries to display the sorts of works that defy pedigree. There's an obvious allure to outsider art. For example, this year, 63 independent exhibitors have taken part in the 2018 Outsider Art Fair, the highest number yet.
My name is Mark Wilson. This is the first year I do the Outsider Art Fair. I'm not a dealer, I'm an artist. I came upon this gun collection and thought the Outsider Art Fair was the place to show it.
So I'm Paul Brown. I'm the director of Institute 193. We're a nonprofit founded in 2009 based in Lexington, Kentucky. So our mission is geographic. We work with artists from the southeast with an emphasis on Kentucky. We kind of work with artists of all ranges. Because the region is very rich in self-taught art, we end up including a lot of self-taught artists in our program, but we also show them alongside contemporary artists and kind of people who work in all kinds of mediums. So.
Absolutely. My name is Becca Hoffman, and I'm the director of the Outsider Art Fair in New York and Paris. So Wide Open Arts purchased the Outsider Art Fair in 2012, and this is our 6th New York Art Fair, and we've produced 5 fairs in Paris. And I think what's really been exciting for us was primarily our first move from Midtown to Chelsea, and really bringing the fair to a more contemporary place. I think that you have seen the fair become a bigger part of the global art dialogue since Wide Open Arts has been running the fair. Well, I think that we live in a globally connected world these days, and it's important for fairgoers in New York to be able to see work from Europe, from Asia, from Africa. And for example, this year it's very exciting. We have our first gallery from mainland China, as well as our first gallery from South Korea. And I think that due to the fact that we do run a satellite art fair in Paris, we try to make sure that we keep a solid European quotient in New York and a solid American quotient in Paris.
My name is Sanjay Kapoor, and I'm one of the representatives of Humbaba Fine Art. This is our first year in the Outsider Art Fair. Now, as far as the artists we're showing, we're representing one artist, which is Robert Kipper, and we have the estate of Kipper, so we're just showing his works here. We're one of the group of exhibitors, and he was a New York local. He lived on West 22nd Street. We had acquired these paintings actually from Administrator after he passed away, and the body of works was entirely inside of his apartment. He built these stretchers, he painted these paintings all in his apartment, and they were larger than the doorway. It was a huge feat to get them out. He really didn't have much of an intention to get them out, is the way it seemed, because there was no logistic way to remove them.
My name is Jordan Maclachlan, and I see myself as an artist that just evolved. So I had a kiln and a table in the basement of my parents' home, and it was my way of grounding myself, was to just go down there and make things, and it was just a way of keeping myself very sort of on an even keel, and I just never stopped. I've been working on this for between 7 and 10 years. I have this thing about becoming homeless, and what if we were all to lose our housing at once? So this just kind of evolved from there, of everyone being pretty much in an equal situation, no matter where you come from.
My name is Duff Lindsay. It's Lindsay Gallery, and it's spelled Lindsay. and I'm the owner of Lindsay Gallery, and I opened my first gallery in Columbus, Ohio in 1999.
Why Columbus?
Outsider Art Fair is really the brand of the fair. There's certainly, and of course outsider art, it's a very controversial term. There are people who say that they have no idea what it means. I don't really obsess about that. I'm a dealer in self-taught art, and that certainly encompasses some of the true outsider artists of the past, the dead, isolated artists, like Bill Traylor and people like that.
My name is Nancy Josephson, and Duff Lindsay, who owns the gallery, brings me up to do the New York show. So every year, in the past couple of years, I've been coming up, and he's been giving me some good real estate, which is lovely. I am a self-taught artist. All of the things that I've done they're not through anything other than working through different issues or different materials, and I love working with materials. I came from doing a lot of art cars. I've done like 9 art cars. So a lot of it is about materials, and then the spirit, the real, true spiritual connection that I have with the work.
I love working with Web Tigress. I mean, I thought I knew it all. That is, until I had a conversation with her, and she broke it down into 3 main parts I won't ever forget: website design, social media management, and most importantly, content. As a social media Luddite, it's the Tigress approach that helps us and many others communicate effectively with our social media public. I particularly enjoy the ease of communication while discussing such topics as developing your personal brand reach. You can get a great deal just for being a listener of this podcast by visiting webtigress.com/artifications. Web Tigress, your first and last stop for successful web strategies.
Absolutely. Outside artists are self-taught or non-academic artists. So they create art because they're here in a different capacity than simply utilizing here. They need to communicate with the world in a way. There's an inherent need to express themselves. I think that we spend so much of our lives being so obsessed by what we're supposed to do and what's next, and what's really refreshing is the art that you see here. There's just this need it's an outpouring of creativity.
Sure. So my name is Rachel Cohen. I've been involved with Land Gallery since 2011. I'm currently handling sales and representing the artists. Land was founded by an agency in Brooklyn entitled the League Education Treatment Center. They service individuals from nursery school through older age, people with intellectual disabilities. And they opened the Land program as a way to allow individuals to pursue a career in art. So the way that the program works, we're open 5 days a week. Most of our artists come between 2 days and 5 days. And again, because it's art-based, a huge component of that is really explaining how art works, what it means to be an artist. So all of the artists are involved with and aware of the pricing and value of their pieces. They receive 50%, so they're ready for their check every month. Yeah, that's really part of it. A lot of times this idea of call it inclusion, if you will, really giving people of all walks of life a voice in these different spheres. It's very important in the art world, and it's one of those sort of hot topics. If we're even talking about women artists of color, there has been this history of disclusion, exclusion. And so a program like Land is about, again, preparing these artists for careers in art and all of that, all of what that means.
My name is Marie Gilley. I'm from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and we have Gilley-Gilleys Gallery in Baton Rouge. Well, we have participated in the Outsider Art Fair since its beginning 26 years ago. We just feel like it's an important venue and an important part of the whole outsider movement.
It's been an amazingly colorful experience here. All this art does beg the question, what defines outsider art? Is it being a self-taught artist, or is it something else? I believe it boils down to one specific word: compulsion. Compulsion to make the art, no matter what your socioeconomic status is, no matter what is going on in life, that distinct need to create at all times. What these galleries are doing is very important. We here at Artifications value raw talent wherever you find it. Seeing this cadre of galleries gives one hope. Hope that while even in the face of demonstrably minuscule odds, that there are galleries and facilitators helping these artists not just realize their dreams, but realize the next meal. Festivals like the Outsider Art Fair are absolutely in league with our primary mission here at Artifications, which is to make the art world just a little smaller. Because you can't spell Earth without art. Now, for all things Artifications, visit our website at artifications.us and follow us on Patreon at patreon.com/artifications. You can find us on Facebook and Instagram. Learn about our upcoming events and be sure to check out our latest publication, an art book entitled The Snake Path. You can find it all at artifications.us. For everybody here at Artifications, keep creating.